Well, this was a disappointment.
Enough practice. Time to start playing.
Oh no.
Gotcha, Crouton! Oh, I will tear you apart!
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah, hi. Let me get this off my chest first. I am not a good Team Fortress 2 player. I know it's hard to believe, but I do still love the game. From the mechanics, to the characters, to the style, so that even when I'm getting my ass kicked, I still find it enjoyable and fun. For the most part. But that brings me to the main topic of this video. In TF2, no class demonstrates both extremes of, hey, this game is amazing, and hey, what the fuck, more than Spy. So I had the idea to run a little experiment to see if I could actually force myself to be good at playing Team Fortress 2 by getting good at playing Spy. And yes, for context, this will be with Team Fortress Classic. I wanted to get the most borderline basic experience that most Spy mains had before all the fancy knives and guns. Now with that little prelude out of the way, we can start the video properly. Here are some of the most vital bits of information I learned during the test. Note 1. Even with all the foresight in the world, you can't predict every scenario you'll end up in. Playing Spy is inherently a very chaotic experience. More often than not, the universe itself will twist fate just to throw you for a loop. Look at this clip, right? I'm casually going along, I see the rest of the team fighting above me, so I decide, hey, I can sneak around while they're distracted.
Excellent.
Little did I know that the middle finger of the cosmos decided to push the medic right in front of me while I was cloaked. I tried to move to the side to avoid getting caught, only to end up doom wall humping this demo man. Somehow I survived with no cloak as my team made an uber push, thankfully, and that took focus off of me, and instead of backing up to make a new plan like someone with an actual brain, I decided to go right back into it and end up bumping into another medic. But the middle finger of the cosmos turns around to him this time and he just forgets to look behind him. So in one way, a medic I was originally going for did die, but it was an entirely different medic than the one I originally intended to get. This is some serious monkey paw level stuff. You can use this unpredictability to your advantage. Look at this, at the start of the round, I make the definitely big brain move to run into the main line of fire and get behind the enemy. Sonic spring off yet another medic, seems to be a recurring theme, and find myself in the perfect spot to stab. This sniper turns his back on me thinking, oh, that's not a spy. What spy would be dumb enough to hide here? Me. I'm the spy that's dumb enough to hide all the way back here. Pop him, scamper away like the little French rat you are, and loop back to catch the demo man as well. Actually, one thing I do need to learn is when to get a move on. Here's a perfect example, right? I'm perfectly disguised up here as a sniper. It's so convincing fact that the medic even heals me as he makes his way past. Remember to thank your medics. However, the smart play would have been to stab him then there, but I hesitated and the moment moved on. This poor NG senses turret right where I was and heads back to find some scrap. I stab it obviously and go right back to pretending. He moves in time and then starts looking all around for the spy, and he looks directly at me. We make eye contact. I have not scoped up. I have not fired a single shot. At this point, I was convinced this is it. He's gonna shoot me right now.
There's a spy creeping around here.
Good day to you, mate.
But again, no. Somehow I got off completely scot-free from that whole ordeal, and while continuing to blend in, I fell in a hole. It kind of killed the moment. Sometimes you really do just gotta knuckle down and be that annoying little French rodent. See, I slip and slide my way into this budding engineer nest, probably giving this poor engineer the biggest surprise he's ever gotten. He decides to take me out first before going after the sappers, and I just kind of poke him. I return to my new rat nest, await the next victim. This heavy comes in, looking for the health I just took, but he's no fool though. He knows there's a spy here, and that just left his Engie dead. He is on high alert. But here's where things get kinda silly. I mistimed my exit here, and ended up panic poking the heavy to death as well. Note 2. Your cloak and how it will get you killed. Now don't get me wrong, the cloak is vital to Spy's kit. I just feel like it leads me to death more often than not. Now hold on, I know that's not the watch's fault, it's mine. Like this one, which is really embarrassing, how I panicked and just kind of stood still while this pyro turned me into French toast. But I swear, your hitbox triples when you use this. Note 3. Oi, Aussie de Colon. You have a gun. Now I know well that this is a very common hurdle for people starting out as spy. Remember, you do have that ranged option. See, I'm running down this corridor, and this demo has absolutely no doubts I'm a spy. The smart move would have been to just start blasting. However, as previously established, I am not smart. So I think, yeah, maybe I actually can still blend in by just acting like a weirdo. It didn't work. This one is just embarrassing. I hid well and managed to actually kill the Civ, and I do get it, but I am so excited by the fact I did get it that I kind of just end up poking everything instead of using the guaranteed crits to get another kill. Something fun on the side, the medic was not taking any chances by a third go round. With all that said, I have noticed myself growing more and more aware of various spy tricks. Note 4. Remember, you are not unique. So while I personally think my acting skills as the enemy are actually not half bad, I do still have a lot to learn about the subtle nuances that come with disguising. So I'm going in behind this pyro-medic combo, and the medic instantly knows something's up. It took me a second to understand why, and it's obvious because I had my minigun out, but I wasn't healing despite going right behind the pyro. I couldn't have, again, been more obvious. This next one is probably my favorites. It's just so embarrassing. See, I'm looking around, pretending to be a watchful sniper, and bam, I'm stabbed. The thing that gave me away? You know, I don't really know. Maybe it's the fact I was disguised as that sniper. I actually made the exact same mistake later on a different map as well. However, as with all other aspects I've mentioned previously, I am slowly but surely getting better at this. Like, here's one of my favorite clips, right? I'm jumping up and down like a sniper. Once I realize nobody's coming up this ramp, I head to the cart. This soldier melees me, but because I don't acknowledge it, he doesn't think anything of it, but he should. Note 5. Lady Luck ain't nobody's friend. That broke my heart in the end. I don't care about on the one way I need. A decent chunk of playing spy comes down to honestly simple luck. There have been many times where somebody's back just kind of fell into my knife, and many times when I've managed to escape certain death with absolutely no health. However, as you've probably seen before, that luck is most certainly a two-way street, and I definitely feel like I've been screwed over more often than it's actually helped me. Oh no! Of all the rotten luck. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Of course you would. Of course you would. Note 6. Conclusion. All in all, I do think this experiment has been a resounding success. I feel like I've learned a lot about playing spy in the best possible way, and that inherently has helped me a lot with playing the other classes. Do I still have a lot to learn? Yeah, obviously. Will I continue to try and learn despite falling down on my favorite PvP? Absolutely. Hey, sometimes you might just pull off something kind of slick. Just remember, never kill Hoofy. That is the greatest of all sins.